friends, welcome back to Nessa's Nook. So today, of course, Facebook got me in trouble with food that it was showing that I wanted to go ahead and try to go ahead and make. So today I'm going to make a cheesesteak potato casserole in the Instapot reel. Now, one thing I really like about this Instapot reel, I mean, you could do that with pretty much any of the Instapots, so it's not just this one, but I like how it spreads the food out compared to like my 6-quart where everything's kind of like just jammed and just tight. So I'm not going to be using all the stuff that it asked for because I don't think we're going to be needing all of this, but you all know that's been following me. I pre-cook my hamburger, so I just have to pretty much warm this up, and then I'll be warming that up while cooking the onions or the peppers. I have to scrap some more onions out of the freezer. So I'll bring you over here. What I'll do is bring you up a little bit and bring you down so you can kind of like see inside here. Now I have the saute on, so this should not be any problem. Put a little bit of oil in there. Go ahead and throw in the hamburger. And I'll throw the peppers in here. And yes, these are still peppers actually from my garden. Can't hardly wait for the new season, and hopefully I'll have just as many peppers or more than I did even last year as I'm running out. So you guys know I usually try to have all this out, but I forgot the onions. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of frozen onions in here. And what this is going to actually have is the hamburgers, the peppers, some potatoes, some minced garlic, some steak seasoning, some Worcestershire sauce. I don't know if I said potatoes. Can of cheddar cheese soup, shredded cheese, and some sour cream. So this should be a really nice little hearty little dinner. I don't know for sure if you can really even see that. I try not to move the mic around so much because my mic is being back to having issues and not being able to pick up my voice, and then I have to learn how to do voiceovers. Put out a video yesterday and I have to redo the voice on that one, and I just have to learn how, and I just take the time to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and let this cook up here for a smidge while I get the rest of the stuff around, and I'll be back. Alright, while that's starting to still cook, I'm going to go ahead and put some pepper in here. And it does ask for like shredded cheese, however, or the provolone. I don't really have the provolone. Now I can actually put some provolone slices, but I'm just going to go ahead and use up some of my cheese that I have here. I'm a firm believer on use what you have. Don't go out and just buy all willy-nilly just because the recipe calls for it. I find that to be excessively wasteful unless it's something that you're going to use. So there's the garlic. And what I suggest is 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. I had to get a new bottle from upstairs because I ran out. And I have my steak seasoning here, so go ahead and toss some of that in there. And I am going to go ahead and put in my garlic onion mix that I mixed together and continue to let that cook up some. And then we'll add the potatoes and the cheese and the sour cream, and then we can just go ahead and put this on for slow cook, and then we can hopefully have a very, very yummy and nice dinner. I think, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that now. I have like my potatoes here. I'm going to go ahead and throw in my potatoes so they can start to get warmed up with that mixture and kind of soak up the flavor of everything. I can tell I just used the pepper. Now I want to sneeze. And what I'll be doing is I'll do my number 10 can of the cheese. I still have to get the rest of that canned up. But you can see how really nice that started to really bulk up this meal. So I'm going to let that cook a little bit longer for the peppers. and then we'll put the rest of it together. Alright, you can see how well that's getting together really nicely. The peppers are looking good. So let me go ahead and, it smells amazing, by the way. So it says a can of the cheddar cheese soup. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a couple ladles of the cheese. Alright, get that put in there. And then of course, you know I'm not very good at measuring stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and just take in the rest of this sour cream jar that we just opened up and used for dinner the other day. Alright, go ahead and give that up with a nice little stir. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put the other cheese on there. Now obviously, if I don't stir this up, which obviously you usually don't try to do when you're slow cooking. Well, sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. But that looks really super yummy. You could actually take, like I have some of the sliced cheese of the provolone, and I could put that on the top. But I'm going to go ahead and hit cancel on that for right now. And obviously it's not going to take super long to do this because everything is already, you know, pretty much cooked. The hamburger was already cooked. Potatoes were cooked. Now obviously it'd be a different cook time if you had raw potatoes versus my cooked potatoes. But that looks really good, guys. Go ahead and just put some shredded cheese on the top here. And then what we'll just do is go ahead and put the lid on this. And what I'll do is change this. And I did stop the saute feature. So I'll go ahead and put on that lid. That lid is actually in my support my channel, or no, down in the below. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on slow cook, and it says 6 hours. It automatically does that. I never change it usually, and I just pull it off when I'm done. So this will start the slow cooking on high. So hopefully that's going to be something that is going to be done in a little bit. I'm starting this a little bit later than I had wanted to. They say about 2 hours on high, or 4 or 5 hours on low. So I'm going to go ahead and leave this on high, because what I could do is once it's cooked, I'll just go ahead and put this on stay warm, and that should work out pretty well. So we'll be back at dinner time and show you what that's looking like. Alright, so I cooked this for a few hours, and I just had this on low ever since. And you can see that looks pretty good. So I'll go ahead and get some out. See if I don't make a big mess of the plate. It still smells really, really good. Alright. I know it doesn't look super yummy, but let me lower this down some. Volume. Seems like anytime I mess with that, then that's when I lose my volume. So let's take a little bite of this. Get a little bit of almost everything on there. That is really good. I'm not for sure if I've had anything that tastes quite like that. I'll have to have Mark take a taste and see if he thinks he's tasted anything like that. But this is really good. I mean, like I said, it's not the most appealing. Did you want to take a bite of that real quick, huh? Sure. See what you think. Yeah, Mark's going to take a bite here and see what he thinks.
What's that?
It tastes like something I've never had the taste of something like that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, really
I haven't
good.
tasted anything like that either.
Yeah, so it's got a different taste of its own, obviously. But this is something that's pretty good. Look for the recipe down below. And thank you very, very much for stopping by. I hope you have a very blessed and wonderful day.